Okay. So that's for the first rule. The second rule would be, of course, to show your solution because we have allotted a certain number of points for your solution. So that's actually, if you're going to look at your practice set, 3 points po yung solution ninyo. And then, of course, please box the final answer. Do not encircle or do not leave it as it is. Please you box the final answer. And then, avoid erasures po. Okay? Teka lang. Okay. Avoid erasures kasi para madali ma-check at maintindihan ng teachers ninyo yung inyong solution. Okay? Next po. Again, please mute your microphone. Miss Espinosa, thank you. So, you can abbreviate units of measurement here. Kasi di ba, nakasanayan na po natin na hindi tayo nag-abbreviate sa ating answers sa quiz. But for the solving, for problem solving or for your lab math, now we will accept the abbreviation of the units of measurement. Like for example, when you want to express the answer in, or when the question is asking for the answer to be expressed in milliliters, you can write it as ml, no? Basta make sure lang po na tama yung pagkaka-abbreviate nyo ng unit. Okay? Kasi merong iba, like for example, ml, no, capital M, capital L. So mali po yun siya. Okay? So when you abbreviate your units, please make sure na tama yung pagkaka-abbreviate. Pag ml, of course, small letter M and then capital letter L. Okay? Next po. So each problem is worth 5 points. Bakit po 5 points? Kasi po yung 3 points, mahuhulog siya sa solution and then 2 points po para sa inyong final answer. Okay? So those are the rules when we have problem solving. So let us now proceed into answering most, not all, kasi may ibang problems po kasi sa practice set na similar yung way ng pag-solve sa kanila. So ang gagawin lang po natin dito is I picked questions na sa tingin ko, dapat i-discuss sa inyo and of course, to give you an opportunity to explain to me, so baliktad, explain to me how to solve a specific problem. But like, of course, given na ako yung nauna na explain using the previous problems. Anyways, let's have problem number 1 here. Teka lang, I'm going to accept some participants. Okay, wala naman siya nag-aabot ng 100. Okay, so we have here, how would you make 2,000 ml of 40% V over VHCl? So, from this question, you can actually see na this will focus on this what we call percent concentration. Okay, so sa percent concentration ang focus ng ating problem dito. So kung makikita nyo po, this one, okay, is the percent concentration that we are talking about in the problem. Teka lang. Okay. So this one is the percent concentration that we're talking about here in the problem. And then, of course, it's asking how would you make. So in other words, yung final answer po natin dapat hindi number lang or hindi number and unit lang, but rather it is in a sentence form. Okay? So to answer this question, the first thing that you need to do is, of course, ano yung given? Titingnan mo kung ano yung given sa problem. So meron tayong 40% V over V dito and that is again the percent concentration. And then meron po tayo ditong 2,000 ml. So ang question dito ngayon is, ano itong 2,000 ml? Itong 2,000 ml na ito, class, ito po yung desired volume natin for the solution. Correct? Okay. So given that you have here the desired volume for the solution, and then you have here the percent concentration, so the question now would be, what is the formula based from what is presented in the video lecture in Canvas? What is the formula that you can use to solve this problem? So the formula that you can use, if you have seen already the video lecture, it is ml. So please forgive me no? Kung medyo pangit yung handwriting kasi hindi pa po ako sanay gumamit ng digital pen. Teka lang. Okay. So, ml equals yung, ay, okay. Yung ating, sorry. Yung ating, bakit X na yan? Anyways, dapat po ml equals yung unknown na unknown na ml. Yung ating percent concentration. Wait lang ha, hindi ako sanay sa digital pen pa. I'm looking for the eraser. Oh, this is not the one. There. Okay. So ml equals yung ating percent concentration times yung desired volume of the solution. Okay? So, to substitute now the values, the percent concentration here is 40% V over V. So if we're going to again go back to the video lecture that I presented in Canvas, that will be expressed as 40 ml over 100 ml times, ano po yung desired volume natin for the solution? It is 2,000 ml. So times 2,000 ml. Okay? So don't forget to cancel the units, okay? Para hindi kayo mawala and para malaman ninyo kung ano yung unit na mare-retain for the final answer later. So you can cancel here yung ating ml. So ang matitira na lang po is yung isang ml dito. Okay? So using now your calculator, you solve. So that's 40 divided by 100 times 2,000. And ano po yung answer? Ang answer po dito ay 800 ml. Wait. 800 ml. Okay. But the question now is this the final answer? No. So, hindi natin ibobox ito siya kasi hindi pa po yung final answer 800 ml. Remember, the question is how would you make? So, you need to answer this one in a sentence form. Okay? So, when you answer this one, no, how would you make? So, you can say 800 ml of hydrochloric acid is needed to make 2,000 ml of a 40% V over V solution. Or you can say, para mas better, HCl solution. Okay? And then this is the one that you're going to box. Okay? So again, the reason kung bakit po natin siya gi-sentence form kasi po the question is asking you how are you going to make this 40% V over V HCl solution. Okay? So you will not anymore settle only for 800 ml. So the final answer that you should box is 800 ml of HCl is needed to make 2,000 ml of 40% V over V HCl solution. Okay? So we have another problem, no, in the next slide, which is similar actually to the first problem. So we have here how many grams of sodium chloride are contained in 300 ml of an 8% solution. So this is again a problem involving your percent concentration. Obviously, this involves percent concentration because you have here 8%. Correct? Okay. So the question now here is, sir, itong 8% na ito, saan siya mahuhulog? W over W, W over V, or V over V? Okay? So tingnan nyo, ang question dito is how many grams of sodium chloride? So definitely the numerator here is W. But how about for the volume? You have here 300 ml. Okay? So this really supports na ang percent concentration na kino-consider natin dito is W over V. No? Kasi grams yung tinatanong, that's for the numerator, so W. And then yung given dito na isa is a volume. Naka-ml siya. So, ibig sabihin yung denominator natin dito is definitely V yun. Okay? So, the 8% here is a W over V percent concentration. Okay? So, to answer this one, which do you think, no, between the two formulas that I presented in the video lecture, which do you think is applicable for this problem? So, I hope, no, you have already seen this formula. Yung second formula, 4% W over V, that is grams equals the percent concentration or your percent W over V. No? Ibig sabihin yung, wag na lang grams sa akin gagamitin. Okay, para hindi kayo ma-confuse. Okay, so yung percent concentration natin, which is 8%. And again, as I have mentioned in the video lecture, 8% is the same as saying 8 grams over 100 ml. Okay, because this is percent W over V. So you have here 8 grams over 100 ml. Then you multiply that one to the volume of the desired solution. Okay, and what is the volume of the desired solution here? It's given in the problem, it's 3 ml. So you're going to multiply this one to 300 ml. And again, don't forget to cancel the units. So you're going to cancel here ml. Ang matitira na lang po ay si grams. Okay? So ngayon, we're going to solve this one using your calculator. So 8 divided by 100 times 300. And what is the answer? The answer is 24 grams. Now, is this the final answer? Yes. Okay, so since this is already the final answer, you can now box this one. Okay? Okay. Next po. This one. This problem is the same with what do you call this? With the previous two problems. Okay? So now, since this is the same with the previous two problems, so this will be quite easy to solve. Okay? So, let's see first ano yung given dito sa problem. You have here, again, a percent concentration. So, this problem involves percent concentration. Formulas. And then you have here the volume of the desired solution. Now, the question is asking for how many milliliters of glacial acetic acid. In other words, it's asking for the volume of the solute needed to make this percent concentration. Correct? So, to find out what formula you're going to use for this problem, you need first to identify what percent concentration are we dealing here. Is it W over V? Is it V over V? Or is it W over W? So if you're going to look at the problem, it's asking for the volume of the solute, and then it's asking also, or what's given in terms of the volume of the solution, it's also in milliliters. In other words, this percent concentration given here is definitely a V over V. Okay? Sir, again, bakit V over V? Kasi po, ang tinatanong dito is the volume of the what? Of the solute. And then yung given na isa dito is actually the volume of the desired solution. Or volume of the desired solution or the volume of the solution later. Okay? So this is definitely V over V. So what is the formula that we're going to use to solve this problem? Is it the first or is it the second? It's the second formula in the video lecture. Okay? But actually, class, now before I continue, yung first at second formula po, they are not totally different. Actually, the second formula is just derived from the first formula. Pero if hindi kayo mahilig sa mga derive, okay? So, you can simply memorize those two formulas. So, the second formula for percent V over V, di ba, is, bakit ito naka-eraser? Ayan. ml equals yung ating percent concentration. So you have here 40%. And remember, di ba, 40% could also be expressed as 40 ml over 100 ml. So you have here 40 ml over 100 ml. Then you're going to multiply this one to the volume of the desired solution. So you have 150 milliliters. Okay? And then don't forget to cancel the units. And then may natitira pa pong isang ml. And that is okay because we are trying to find out here the volume of your solute in milliliters. Okay lang po yun na meron pang natirang milliliters. Okay? So you're now going to solve this using your calculator. So 40 divided by 100 times 150. And what is the answer? The answer is 600,000 ml. Okay? And again, don't forget to box the final answer. Okay? So, see? So, madali lang po so far, di ba? Okay. This one. Since number 4 is similar in the manner of solving, in terms of in the manner of solving, so I would like to call one participant to please try to answer the problem. You can just explain it to me, okay? So, if you can explain it to me, this is the time na pwede kayong makakuha ng +5. Okay? Ay, sorry. Wait lang ha. Sorry, I stand corrected. Yung kanina, wala kasi double check na sa calculator. Yung number 3 natin kanina, it's not 600,000, it's only 60. Sorry for this one. It's only 60 ml. Okay? Okay, 60 ml. Sorry for that one. So let's proceed now to number 4. So number 4 again is the same. Now this is still involving percent concentration. So I would like to call one participant, random lang, kung kakinsa mag-stop, ako ang scroll bar. So Miss Lapaz, kindly unmute your microphone. Miss Lapaz. Wala si Miss Lapaz. Anyway, so sayang si +5. How about Mr. Katekista? Mr. Katekista, are you there? Mr. Katekista? Wala rin. Ay,
wait, sir.
Okay. Mr. Katekista, for this problem, what do you think? How are we going to solve this one? Oh, Mr. Katekista, please unmute your microphone.
Oh, sir.
Sige. So, how are you going to solve this one? Number 4.
Try ko solve yan, sir. Actually, wala ko pa na-open yung sa canvas eh.
Okay. Sige. So,
how many grams are present in 500 ml of physiologic saline? So, ang given lang, sir, is ang 500 ml of
500 ml, this is given, yes.
This is the ang total na solution. So, we're looking for the grams of salt.
Okay. Sige, let me guide you. For this problem, Mr. Katekista, what do you think is involved here in terms of the manner of expressing concentrations? Is it a percent concentration, a normality, what do you call this? Normality, molarity. Sa tingin mo, ano ang manner of expressing concentration na involved sa problem? Hello? Between the four,
Yes, sir.
or among the four, what do you think is involved? Now, between the four ways of expressing concentrations, ano yung involved sa
Percent
problem na ito?
concentration po, sir.
Yes, very good. Percent concentration. So, the question now, di ba, class, is, bakit percent concentration? Na wala namang nakasulat na percent sa problem. Remember, you have here physiologic saline. And how do we express physiologic saline? Di ba, this is
In grams over
0.9%. Yes, it's not grams per ml. 0.9%. This is actually a percent weight over volume solution. Yes.
Sorry, sir.
Okay. So it is 0.9% W over V. Okay. So, pero you can mute now your microphone, Mr. Katekista. Pero in the laboratory setting, hindi po common na ang nakikita natin katabi ng 0.9% is W over V. So commonly nakikita natin si physiologic saline expressed as 0.9% NaCl. Okay? But again, I would like to inform you now that this 0.9% is actually an example of a percent W over V solution. Okay, why? Because if you're going to look at the problem, the grams of salt here is already suggesting that the solute here is expressed in terms of weight. Mauna na grams siya, class. Okay? And then, you can see here na IML. Okay? In other words, the solution in the denominator, okay, the solution in the denominator is expressed in terms of volume. Okay? Kaya naka-ml siya dito. Okay? Meaning like it's expressed in volume. That's why I say, I can safely assume that the 0.9% here is expressed as a W over V. Okay? So sir, paano mo nalaman na 0.9%? This is actually common knowledge na. Okay? So dapat, since third year na po kayo, you're already dealing with physiologic saline, I think, starting first year pa lang with your anaphysio. Correct? So, I hope hindi nyo makalimutan ang percent concentration natin when we are saying or when we are speaking about physiologic saline. Okay? So, going back now into solving the problem. So, you now have here 0.9% W over V. So, you have here now as the given, the percent concentration, and the volume of the desired solution. So now we can calculate this problem. So the question now is, what is the formula that we are going to use? So between the two formulas presented for percent W over V, the formula that you can use is the second one. Okay? So what is the second formula for W over V? If you're going to look back at the video lecture, it is grams equals yung percent concentration times yung ating desired solution. Again, the formula, di ba? The second formula is grams equals yung ating percent concentration, which is expressed as, kung W over V ito, it is expressed as grams per 100 ml times the volume of the desired solution. Okay, so you just substitute the value. So what is the percent concentration here? It's 0.9%. And again, the same with your video lecture. When we express percent concentrations, when we are already solving for a problem, you express it as grams per 100 ml so that you can easily cancel the units later. So this is now 0.9 grams over 100 ml, okay, times, ano yung volume of the desired solution? 500 ml. Okay? Now, you cancel the units. So, cancel CML, matira na lang po si grams. Okay? So, matitira na lang po ay yung unit na grams. And then, you use your calculator, you solve for this one. So, 0.9 divided by 100 times 500. And ano po yung answer natin? daw. Tingnan natin sa chat. Ano yung answer? Yes. Oh, tama si... Oh, okay. Ang dami. Yes. Lahat po kayo tama. So, ang answer po ay... Asa na yung aking cursor? Nawala. No? It's... Ay. Sorry ha, hindi pa ako sanay gumamit ng digital pen. 4.5 grams. Okay? And then please don't forget to box your final answer. And since one decimal place lang po siya, so no need to round off. Okay? So that's how to answer generally yung mga percent concentrations. Okay? Especially kapag yung question po about percent concentrations but it's asking for the weight of the solute. Okay? So let's proceed to number 6. So again, this one is a percent concentration. Okay? So number 6, what is the percent concentration of the solution made from 55 grams calcium chloride in 120 ml solution? So it's just asking for the percent concentration. So if this is only asking for the percent concentration, you need first to determine anong klaseng percent concentration ang hinahanap sa problem na ito. So kung titingnan mo, you have here a solute expressed in terms of weight, okay, grams man. And then you have here the volume of the solution. Okay, naka-express siya in the unit milliliters. Okay, so this is definitely what kind of percent concentration? Weight over volume. Okay, so what is the formula for percent weight over volume? We cannot use the second formula in the video lecture because that's for solving the weight of the solute. Here we are solving for the percent concentration itself. That is why we're going to use the first formula for percent W over V. So you have, let us be organized. So I'm going to write first the formula okay, para masanay kayo on how to answer the quiz. So the formula for percent W over V is, diba, the weight of the solute divided by the volume of the solution times 100. Then you're going to substitute the values. So you have here 55 grams divided by 120 ml times 100. And what is the answer? Tingnan natin sa chat. Anong answer nyo? 45.83%. 45.83. Oh, bakit may 55? Baka typo lang. Okay? So yes. Yeah, okay. So the answer is 45.83 45.83%. Or you can actually express it, or you can actually express your final answer as 45.83 grams per 100 ml. So either of these two answers will be considered correct. Okay? So now, since I presented to you an organized way, again, I'm sorry for my handwriting, an organized way in writing your solutions, I would just like to give now the breakdown on how we're going to check your answer. So this one, the formula here will be given 1 point. Then for the solution, you have here 2 points. So that's a total of 3 points for your solution mismo. And then you have here the final answer. So 1 point for the answer or the number itself, and then 1 point for and then 1 point for the unit. So all in all, 2 points po yung inyong final answer. And so as a total, pag titingnan niyo yung whole problem natin, ang allotment of points natin for only one problem is already 5 points. Okay? So ganun po. Okay, now let's proceed to this one. So number 8, what weight of sodium hydroxide would be required to prepare 3,000 ml of a 2.5 molar solution? So you can see here that you have already the unit molar. In other words, we are not anymore talking about percent concentrations here, but we're talking about molarity already. Okay? So remember, what is the formula for molarity? For the formula for molarity, it's M equals the weight of the solute divided by the molecular weight times the liter of solution. Okay? Diba? Ito ang formula natin for molarity. So, what is asked here is the weight of the solute, which is, in this case, in the problem, it's your sodium hydroxide. So, you just simply, substitute the values based on what is given in the problem. So you have here molarity. So what is the given molar, a number of molars of the solution here? It's 2.5. So you're going to write here 2.5 molar. Or kung feeling ninyo, ayaw ko magsulat ng capital letter M. No? Pwede nyo gamitin yung another way of, yes? May nag-excuse? Wala. Okay. So, continuing. So, if ayaw nyo i-express yung molars in terms of capital M, sinabi ko rin sa video lecture, you can express it as moles per liter. Kayo na bahala. Okay? So, for example, ayoko ng molars. No? Gusto ko moles per liter. So, okay lang din po. No? The same lang yan siya. So, you have here 2.5 moles per liter, for example. That's the same as saying 2.5 molars, okay? So don't be confused with that one. And then the unknown is the weight of solute. In this case, the solute is your sodium hydroxide divided by the molecular weight. For the molecular weight, you're going to solve for the molecular weight, but don't worry because I'm going to give the atomic weights. Okay? So kayo lang magsasolve ng molecular weight, but for the atomic weights, given na po siya. So how do we calculate for the molecular weight? Okay, so to calculate for the molecular weight, of course, you're just going to add the atomic weights based on the chemical formula. So make sure, third year na baya mo ha, so dapat alam niyo na paano mag-express ng chemical names into chemical formulas. No? Not all the time, i-express siya as a chemical formula agad. Okay, so sodium here is actually 23. Oxygen is 16, and then hydrogen is 1. So 23 plus 16 plus 1, and you have 40. So the molecular weight of sodium hydroxide is, hindi na siya magsulat. Okay, it is 40. Now, the next question is, what is the unit of your molecular weight? Okay, the unit of your molecular weight is grams per mole. So don't forget to always include your units in the solution. Okay, so 40 grams per mole, that is your molecular weight, multiplied to the liters of solution. So you have here, what's given, 3,000 ml. So are you going to substitute 3,000 in this part of the formula? No, because the formula asks for a value in liters. So you need first to convert 3,000 milliliters to liters. And what is that in liters? Si 3,000 ml equivalent to ilang liters? 3 liters. Yes. Okay? So lagay mo dito 3 liters. Again, don't forget to write the unit. Okay? So okay na po, na-substitute na lahat ng given sa problem. So you cancel the units. So makancel itong mole. Then makancel din itong liters. And then what you're going to do now is, of course, to solve. Okay? So you're going to multiply 3, 40, and 2.5. So what is the product of this one? 3 times 40 times 2.5. Tingnan natin sa chat. Anong sagot ninyo? Oh, 300, 300, 300. Okay, tama po. 3, okay, ang answer po ay 300. The question now is, ano ang unit? Anong unit ang natira dito? Ang wala na cancel? Grams, of course. Okay? So 300 grams ang inyong final answer. And again, don't forget to box the final answer. If wala na siya naka-box, -1 po yung solution or yung yung final answer niyo pala. Okay? So don't forget to box the final answer. Okay, next po. Next problem. Ito. Sorry. Teka lang ha. Hindi ko siya makita. Ay. Teka. Okay. Screen share. Okay. So you have here the next problem. So in a solution of NaCl containing 400 millimoles in 150 ml, what is the molarity? So again, this problem here involves molarity. Okay? So in other words, you will use the formula for molarity. However, if you're going to look at the problem, it's given, no? Based on the given, ang binigay lang po niya is yung number of moles, okay, yung number of moles, and then yung volume ng solution. Okay? So, you can actually use the formula molarity equals weight of solute divided by molecular weight times the liter of solution. You can actually do that to calculate for molarity. No? Actually, yan din yung style na diniscuss ko using the video lecture. However, there is actually a shortcut for this one. So, ano po yung shortcut? Okay. Remember, your molarity, no, is equivalent to moles per liter. Am I right? Okay. So, your molarity, aside from the formula, no, na present natin sa previous problem, no, we can also say that a molar is equivalent to moles per liter. Okay? So, the shortcut now will be like this. To calculate now for molarity, you can actually simply use this formula now. Okay? So, you have here 400 millimoles and 150 ml. Both of them have a prefix milli. So, they are quite different with the moles per liter here. So, para madali po sa inyo, no, ang gagawin po natin is, pwede po natin gamitin agad yung 400 at saka yung 150, o di kaya pwede natin i-convert muna si 400 and 150 before ninyo siya i-solve. So sir, nalito kami. Ganito class. Yung first ko sinabi is, gagamitin mo agad yung 400 and 150. Okay? Kapag po ginamit mo kasi yung 400 at saka 150 agad, for example, gagawin mong 400 millimoles divided by 150 ml. Kung ganito agad yung gagawin mo, class, ang makukuha mo na unit dyan ay naka-millimolar pa. Okay? Naka-millimolar pa. So kung gusto mo, no, lalo na kapag ang problem, humihingi na ang answer mo dapat naka-express in molars, that's the time na ito silang dalawa, i-convert muna para automatically later, after solving, ang makukuha mo na ay naka-molars na. Okay? So, kung makikita nyo, class, dito sa problem, wala siyang gi-specify if millimolars or molars. Wala siyang gi-specify na unit for molarity. That is why I said a while ago that you can actually use those two ways, no? Na pwede na kunin nyo na agad yung number for 400 at saka 150. Or, yung second option, i-convert mo muna. Okay? So, there are two possible answers for number 9. Pwede yung isa naka-express na in millimolar. Yung isa naman po naka-express in molar na unit. Okay? So, unahin na lang po natin itong naka-millimolar. Okay? So, 400 divided by 150, ano po ang sagot? This is 2.67. Tingnan natin sa chat. Tama ba? Okay. So, 2.67 millimolars po. Okay, tama. Remember, this is still millimolars. Please ha, hindi ito siya nakamolar pa. This is in millimolars. Why? Because both of the units still has the prefix milli. Okay? So, kapag gusto mo na molar, again ha, kapag gusto mo na molar ang makuha mo na answer, you still need to convert these two into their moles per liter na unit. Okay? So, itong si 400 millimole, kailangan mo muna i-convert to mole. Si 150 ml, kailangan mo muna i-convert to liters para makuha mo itong molar na unit. Okay? So, kung 2.67 millimolars ang ating molarity sa problem number 9, para makuha yung molar na unit, not the millimolar anymore, convert mo 400 millimoles into moles. Ilan yan siya? So 400 divided by 1,000 and you get 0.4 moles. Then you divide that one to 150 ml. 150 divided by 1,000 para makuha mo yung liters. 150 divided by 1,000, that is 0.15 liters. Tama ba? 1, 2, 3. Okay, 0.15 liters. So, ano ang sagot po dito? Tingnan natin sa chat box. Anong sagot? Okay. Double check ko nga. Okay. So, this is still... Teka lang. Okay. So, this is still 2.67 molars. Okay. So, yes, or you can express it as 2.67 moles per liter. Okay? Okay. Okay. So, next po. Okay. How many nanograms of sodium chloride would 800 ml of a 1 times 10 raised to negative 9 molar solution contain? So same po siya sa problem natin kanina na it's asking for the weight of solute. So you're going to go back now to the original formula for molarity. So molarity equals the weight of solute divided by the molecular weight times the liter of solution. Okay, so substitute the values. So 1 times 10 raised to negative 9 molars equals the weight of solute. This is the unknown divided by the molecular weight. For the molecular weight, sodium is 23, chlorine is 35.45. Okay, so if you're going to add 23 and 35.45, the sum is 58.45. So that is the molecular weight of sodium chloride. And then what is the unit for molecular weight? Diba? It is grams per mole times the liter of solution. So this is 800 ml. So you need to convert that one to liters. So that is equivalent to 0.8 liters. So you're just going to cancel this one. And then molar, this is equivalent to moles per liter. Synonymous yan sila. So cancel. And then si moles po, cancel, cancel. And then you're going to multiply the three numbers here. So 0.8 times 58.45 times 1 times 10 raised to negative 9. Make sure po ha na mag-ingat dito sa 10 raised to negative 9 kasi may iba, mamali yung pag-parenthesis nila sa scientific calculator. Mamali na yung product. Okay? So matitira dito grams. So anong answer natin? Anong answer natin? Daw? Okay. So the answer, yes, tama yung sinulat niya sa chat. It's 4.67 Wag muna tayo mag-round off kasi hindi pa ito yung final answer. 4.676 times 10 raised to negative 8 grams. Is this the final answer? No. Nga dili siya ang final answer because the question is asking for nanograms. So you need first to convert, 7 ito siya ha. You need first to convert this one into nanograms. By the way, class, when I am converting units, I use this what we call dimensional analysis. So alam niyo yung parang may parentheses and then sa loob ng parentheses may conversion factor. Okay? So I'm going to use dimensional analysis here to convert this answer into nanograms. So remember, 1 nanogram is equivalent to 10 raised to negative 9 grams. Okay. Please ha, dili na ako mag-rationalize kung ano 10 raised to negative 9. I hope, since na naman mo sa 3rd year, no, you're already familiar with the different prefixes, no, yung deci, centi, milli, micro, nano. Okay? So we will not anymore go back into that one. Okay? So ito po yung conversion factor na gagamitin natin. Sir, bakit yung nanograms nasa taas? Kasi remember, yung ating i-convert, grams kasi siya. And dapat, di ba, makancel yung grams and makuha natin yung nanograms na unit. Okay? So, kung titingnan mo, class, yung dalawang numbers na ito, they are of different levels. Correct? So, kapag different levels po yan sila, you're going to divide. Okay? So, 4.676 times 10 raised to negative 8 divided by 10 raised to negative 9. Ano po ang ating sagot? Sige nga, sa chat. Yes, okay. Tama. It's 46 point. This time, you can already round off kasi nasa final answer na tayo banda. So, 46.76, hindi na magkasya. No, don't forget to write the unit, nanograms. And then, don't forget to box the final answer. Okay? Okay. So far, how'd Monday mo, class? Next, number 12. This one, we're going to do away now with molarity. Let's have normality. So what is the normality of an NaOH solution containing 200 grams of NaOH per liter? So this one, you're going to use the formula normality equals the weight of solute divided by, hindi na po molecular weight, correct? Diba? Pag normality, ang gagamitin natin is equivalent weight na. Okay? So how do we calculate equivalent weight? Diba? It's molecular weight divided by the valence. Okay, so equivalent weight times the liter of solution. Okay? So substitute the values. So you have here 200 grams as your weight of solute divided by the molecular weight, equivalent weight. So what is the equivalent weight of your NaOH? Molecular weight of NaOH, ilan? 40. Ano ang valence ng NaOH? It's 1. Okay, isa lang man ang H. So 40 divided by 1, you have 40. So 40 pa rin po yung ating equivalent weight. Ngayon, ano ang unit ng ating equivalent weight? Anong unit ng equivalent weight? It's gram per equivalent. Okay? So 40 grams per equivalent times the liter of solution, which is, may given ba dito sa problem? Meron. Diyan, per liter. Sabihin, ang kinoconsider natin sa problem is 1 liter. So you solve now. Ano ang answer? Tingnan natin sa chat box. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Okay. So you have a correct answer. No, that is 5. Anong unit? Pwede yes, pwede N, 5 normal, or you can write it as 5 equivalents per liter. Sir, bakit equivalents per liter? Tingnan nyo, ano yung makancel? Makancel si grams. Ang matira na lang is yung equivalents at saka si liter. Sir, bakit nasa taas si equivalents and then nasa baba si liter? Ang explanation na nito, class, involves rational expression. So, sa math na siya. So, dili na lang ta mag-touch dito kay samot mo na ma-confuse. So, Just remember, okay? Now, 1 normal is equivalent to 1 equivalents per liter. Okay? So, ganun po siya. Same yung kanina sa molarity, di ba? Na 1 molar is equivalent to molar per liter. Okay? So, same din dito. A normal is equivalent to an equivalent per liter. Okay? Then we have this one. Make 6N NaCl. So to make 6 normal NaCl, you need to determine the weight of the solute. So same po. N equals weight of solute divided by the equivalent weight times the liter of solution. Okay? Class, nag-abbreviate na lang ako class kasi baka mag-overtime na tayo. So given, substitute the given. So you have your 6 normal. And then, unknown ang weight of solute. And then, what is the equivalent weight? The molecular weight of NaCl is 23 plus 35.45. So, ilan yan siya? Ginamit na natin yung kanina. Saan na yun? 58.45. So, 58.45 yung molecular weight ng NaCl. Divided by the valence. So, ang valence po ng NaCl is 1. So, still, no, your equivalent weight is 58.45. The unit for equivalent weight is grams per equivalent times, sir, walang given na liter of solution. Remember, di ba, pag sinabi nating normal or normality, it's already per liter. Diba? When we say per liter, diba, equivalent per liter man ang normal. So, pag sinabing per liter, that is 1 liter. Correct? So, 1 liter po ang ilalagay natin dito. So, you're going to multiply these 3 numbers. Okay? And then, what is the answer? Ano ang product? 1 times 58.45 times 6. Ano ang product? Oh, wala na nag-chat. Wala na. Oo. Oy, mali yung 0.10. Yes, it is 300. It is 350.7 grams. And then don't forget to box the final answer. Wait. Remember, it's asking for you to make. So, hindi po pwede na i-box si 350.7 grams. Okay? So, 350.7 grams, is this the final answer? Again, no. Kasi sabi niya make. So, you need to answer this in a sentence form. So, you can just write, no? 350.7 grams of NaCl is needed to make 6N NaCl. And then you box the final answer. Okay? So, perhaps, no, may tatanong na, sir? Yes. Okay. Tama. Tama yung mga nasa chat. So, sir, baka may magtanong, sir, bakit grams yung natira na unit? Kasi remember, di ba, yung normal natin na unit that is equivalent to that is the same as saying 6 equivalents per liter. So, makancel talaga si liter and then makancel si equivalent. So, matira na lang si grams. Okay? Okay. Malapit na po tayo matapos. Okay, para maka-start na yung second batch. Sorry talaga, class. We did not expect na may limit siya ng 100 participants. So, balik tayo dito. How many equivalents are in 18.6 baka may simulat yun. Yes. 18.6 ml, 0.856 normal sulfuric acid. So this one is asking for equivalence. Yung diniscuss ko po sa video lecture, that is the long way. Now, the long method. But again, let me now present to you the shortcut for this one. So the shortcut po for this one is parehas po sa molarity. Remember, your normality is equivalent is the same as saying equivalents per liter, correct? So if you want to determine the number of equivalents, you can just actually simply use this formula, okay? So substitute the values, please. So you have here 0.856 normal equals, the unknown is the equivalence, divided by, liter. Pero ang given ml. So you need first to convert this ml here. So 18.6 ml, convert that one to liter, and you get 0.123. 0.0186 liters. Okay? And then, multiply na lang po kayo. 0.0186 times 0.856. Ano ang sagot? Sige nga. And remember, ano yung rule natin? Pag final answer na, please round it off to 2 decimal places, please. Tingnan natin sa chat. Yes. Tama ang mga sagot nyo, class. Uy. Tama ang mga sagot nyo. It's actually 0.02 equivalents. And then again, please don't forget to box the final answer. Okay? So, ganun po. Diba? So, ito yung shortcut version ng way ng pag-solve doon sa last na example natin sa video lecture actually. Okay? Number 15. This is the last problem. So how many moles of solute are in 65 ml, 2.20 molar sodium hydroxide? So this one, you can actually use the long method or you can actually use the shortcut method. So what is the shortcut method for this one? So you can just actually use the formula molarity equals moles per liter. So no need na po na gamitin niyo yung isang formula. Okay? Kasi, ang tanong lang po dito is how many moles. It's not asking actually for how many grams of the solute. So you can actually use this formula. No? Same with number 14 as well. No? Na equivalence lang yung tinanong. So, simply substitute the values. But again, be careful of the units. So, this is 2.20 molar equals, no? The unknown here is the moles. And then, liter. The given is 65 ml, so you need to convert this one. Okay? So 65 ml, you convert that one to liters. And what is the answer? That is actually 0.065 liters. Okay? So simple na lang po. You're just going to multiply now. 2.20 times 0.065. So ano po yung sagot natin? Ano yung product? Ano sagot nila? Remember, this is already the final answer. So 2 decimal places na lang po. So this is 0.14 mole. Tama po kayo. Yes. Okay? Sige. So, that is the end of the example for the problem sets or for the practice sets. Yung iba po na, actually dalawa lang na items yung hindi ko sinali sa discussion for today, no? They are already similar with the problems that I had discussed a while ago. So, hindi ko na yun i-discuss, okay? So, I hope yung dalawang problems na yon you can discuss among your classmates, no? Kung ano ba talaga yung final answer. No? You can use our discussion today as your basis on how to solve those. No? Kasi yung wala ko diniscuss yung answers, no, sa practice set, you can actually solve them already if you're going to go back to the video lecture and to the synchronous session today. So before we end, I would like to have some reminders first. So please, no, di ba, I already told you last time na pag magamit ka ng Office Lens or any other app, no, na ang output niya the same sa Office Lens, like yung digital handwriting and so on, please before siya i-upload sa Canvas, don't forget to rename the file. So when you rename the file, no, make sure na nandyan pa rin yung year-end section at saka po yung family name and then yung first name ninyo. Okay? Okay, before siya i-upload, please rename the document or image that you're going to upload sa quiz. And then, may na-encounter na problem yung isang student in terms of uploading. Kasi ginawa niya, di ba, dalawang questions, for example, sinabay niya upload yung dalawang pictures. Please don't do that. Okay, kasi maglo-load si Canvas. So, pag mag-upload kayo ng file, wag sabay-sabay, kay isa-isa lang po yung pag-upload. And don't worry, no, even though isa-isa yung pag-upload nyo, mabilis lang siya matapos kasi again, the document or the image that you're going to upload is, sorry, in kilobytes lang man siya. So mabilis lang po siya ma-upload. Huwag nyo lang pagsabayin. Okay? Okay. And then, yung ating file upload practice quiz sa Canvas, you can actually practice many times. No? Kasi ang giset ko doon is naka-multiple attempt siya. Okay? And then, how your answer sheets should look. Teka. Let me have an example. For example, so ito, for example, ito yung inyong paper na picturean. So please make sure na nag-write kayo ng name, year, and section. And then, yung inyong quiz kasi next week, naka-divide siya into 2 sets. So yung first set of questions ninyo, answeran ninyo sa front page. Okay? And then don't forget also pala to label, no, aside from your name, year, and section, to label also the set. Okay? And then sa likod, yung next na set, yung second na set. Okay? But please, no, even though may front and back page kayo, wag lang sa front page maglagay ng name only. Wag niyo lang lagyan ng name only sa front page. Lagyan niyo rin sa likod. Okay? So front and back ang lagyan niyo ng pangalan, course, year, and section, at saka po yung question set. Okay? Kasi baka kung front lang yung lagyan ninyo, pag i-upload niyo na yung second the file na ang picture ay sa likod, no, hindi na namin ma-identify kung kanino siya na answer. Okay? So pag mag-picture kayo ng front and back page, make sure may name, course, year, and section, at saka may label kung anong question set siya. Kung set A ba ang nasa page na yan or set B. Okay? Sa quiz po, lahat kayo makakatanggap ng set A at saka set B. Okay? So, yun po. Ang for the answer sheets. And then materials needed during the quiz, pen, paper, and of course, scientific calculator. Unless na lang kaya ninyo mag-mental math, okay lang po. Yan. Okay na walang calculator, kaya pala mental math. Okay? So, yun po. Now, before I end this session, I would just like to show you ano yung i-expect ninyo na itsura ng quiz ninyo sa ano itsura ng quiz ninyo sa next week? Okay. Teka lang. Teka lang ha. Loading na. Loading na ang laptop. Okay? Wait. I-share ko sa inyo para makita na ninyo kung ano yung inyong i-expect sa na itsura, no, ng quiz para dili na ma-shock. Okay, share screen. Okay, so ito yung ma-expect ninyo na itsura ng inyong quiz next meeting. So you have here, kailangan sa bond paper, not required na kailangan bond paper. Pwede na yellow paper lang kung meron kayong yellow paper sa bahay. Okay? Okay. Okay. You have here, no, the general instructions, and then sa baba po, naka-label yan siya. Question 1, question 2. Pero don't mind that one. Don't also mind the number of points kasi po for lab math, manual namin yan siya i-check. Okay? So don't mind the number of points. So sa isang box, that is actually already one question set. So you have specific instructions na makikita dito. No? Like for example, i-remind kayo na write your name, course and section, so on and so forth. And then you will see the question set here. And then yung 4 na problems nandito na. Okay? And then sa baba, makikita nyo same formatting dun sa taas. No? Specific instructions here, question set, and then yung 4 na problems. Okay? And then again, pag mag-upload kayo ng file, please, wag siya isabay upload. Okay? One by one lang. Okay? So, yun siya. And then, don't mind the number of points, ha? Okay? Okay. Ano yan siya? Manual ang pag-check namin yan. Okay, sige. So, ano pa bang gusto ipa-announce ng other teachers ninyo? By the way, yung quiz kanina, no? Yung may nag-spell ng high efficiency na may dash, considered yun siya. So, mapapansin niyo may mga students na magkakaroon ng +1. Okay? And then, I would also like to point out na yung announcements for CC1, na-expect po na yung announcements more on na ipopost na siya sa Canvas. Okay? Para doon na ang focus ng announcements. No? Hindi na kahit saan may announcement about CC1. So expect po most of the announcements about CC1 sa Canvas na. And then for practice sets, again, no need to submit the practice sets. That is for your own use. Okay? So that's my reminders so far. If allowed po, yes. Allow the erasure sa solutions, allow the erasure sa quiz, but minimize lang po. Minimize lang po. Yes, Mr. Kutura. Wait lang. Mr. Kutura,
Sir,
what is your question? Napindot lang. Okay. Ang molecular na gawing itin, whole number po ba or with decimals? Again, don't worry kasi yung atomic weight ibibigay namin, isusupply namin sa quiz para uniform ang molecular weight na gagamitin ninyo sa quiz. Okay? Okay? So, isusupply namin yung atomic weight. So, definitely, uniform lahat ng molecular weights na gagamitin ninyo for the quiz. Okay, okay. Okay? So, I will end this meeting so that I can allow the...
Actually, the second batch is currently on FB Live now. So, would you rather continue discussing the items that they have missed in this meeting instead of having the new meeting?
Sige. I can actually repeat na lang. No? Since sa second batch, it will be a repeat. So I can actually repeat what I have discussed or what others may have missed a while ago. So yung mga participants po dito sa Zoom, pwede na magstay na lang sila. And then the others can view the FB Live. Okay? So, end naman siya ng synchronous sessions. I can repeat na para doon sa mga main mga na-miss. Okay? Sige. So, let us have the second round of your synchronous session.
Okay. To those who are in the first batch, okay, you may leave if you want, but you can stay also if you want everything to be repeated for your own benefit.
Okay.
So, yes. So, okay, let us continue na lang. But most probably, the second batch were able to start from item number 10.
Number 10?
Upwards. So, you might as well repeat from 1 to 9 na lang or from 1 to 10.
Sige, sige. And
or
then, nabay participants na nag-join pa?
Naa pa.
Ano na lang
question actually, sir, need pa copy and paste ang questions during quiz.
No need. Solutions na lang. No need to copy the question in your answer sheet.
And also, with regards to the ink of the pen to be used, is it necessarily blue?
Okay, now for the ink of the pen, for this setup, online setup, you can use black or blue. Okay?
Okay, so I hope it's clear.
Yeah.
So you can use black or blue pen and no need to copy and paste the quiz, the questions during the quiz. All caps po ba daw, sir?
Oy, all caps, no need. Bakit po? Kasi may units of measurement tayo na dapat hindi all caps. Like for example, di ba yung milliliters, no? Hindi pwede na capital M, L, yan sila. Dapat small letter M, capital L. O, ganun yan siya. Okay? So, no need po na all caps sa lab math.
Okay, any more questions? Any more clarifications?
Sige, okay. Sige lang, okay. We will repeat man for those
Okay.
na gusto.
Yes, okay. So
And
I hope,
para sa mga may mga na-miss.
yes. So I think it's already clear for the majority. So I guess, sir, you may already start now with the second round of your discussion.
Okay. Sige na lang, kay anong tawag nito? Unforeseen man ang event, no, na 100 lang di ang limit sa
Yes.
participants.
Because it
Okay.
would be difficult if mag-start tayo with another meeting, mag-set up na sadta. So continue na
Okay.
lang while they are in FB Live.
Sige, sige. So, let us have the second round for this synchronous session. And then please, no, if you want to re-attend or if you missed something, you are free to view now this again, now this class. So for those who have missed the first parts, so again, the synchronous session for today is about laboratory mathematics expressing concentrations. Okay? So again, the rules, no? Ma'am Bea, if may magpasok na participant sa Zoom, paki-accept na lang. Thank you.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so again, okay. So for the rules, again, when you are solving, please you round off to do decimal places only at the end of the solution or in your final answer. Okay? Do not round off in the middle of your solution. Okay? And then round off to do decimal places only when it is necessary. Okay? Okay. Then, again, don't forget to show your solution because may number of points allotted for that one. Always box the final answer. You avoid erasures. But still, if may erasures kayo, like yung question kanina that is allowed, you just avoid. No? Minimize, in other words. Okay? Then you can abbreviate units of measurement. So pwede po abbreviation dito ha. And then each problem is worth 5 points. Why? Because 3 points for your solution and then 2 points for the final answer. Okay? So let us discuss this one. The first problem. So how would you make 2000 ml of a 40% V over V hydrochloric acid solution? Ma'am Bea, are you still there?
Yes, sir. Wait.
Pa-accept lang ko ha. Okay lang.
Wait lang, I cannot, kasi kung asa ang...
Sa participants.
Yes, hindi kasi nag-a-appear kung may papasok or not. I don't know why.
Okay.
Ay, ayun na. Done.
Oh.
Okay, I got it. Sorry. Hindi naka-disable kasi yung waiting room kanina for me.
Okay.
Yes. Sir, wait lang, sir, ha? Somebody suggested that if your FB Live is going to be posted, I think there is no need for you to repeat since it is going to be replayed.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Para di na pumahasa si Sir,
Yes, oo.
Okay,
So,
sige.
since parang automatic naman siya sa FB Live.
Automatic po siya record. Ay, ma-convert to video file.
Ma-post. Yes,
po.
I think, oo.
Okay. So, sige. For the remaining participants na may na-miss, please, you can just view na lang the videos FB Live. What I would just like to answer now is yung question so far sa chat. So, yung question kay... Saan ito? Teka lang. Kay Marteha, please, pwede na i-PM mo na lang ako via Messenger for your question. Okay. Total, hindi naman siya about the practice quiz. And then, ano pa ba yung ano? Nasa canvas pa rin po ang naka-screen share. Okay. Wait lang. Okay. Sige, so far, no more questions. Sige, thank you. If you have any more questions about the practice set or you have any more questions about the video topic, you can actually just ask in the content forum or you can PM me via the messenger. Okay, so either it's okay with me. So if you have any more questions about the style of the quiz next meeting, yes, or about the reminders, you may do it now. Okay? Since i-view naman yung content, yung main content, ma-replay naman siya sa FB Live. So, ang gagawin ko na lang is to entertain some questions or clarifications regarding the reminders, the style for the quiz next meeting. So, I think wala na. Sige lang, no? If you have questions later on or clarifications, you can again just type it in the content forum for this under this for this module, or you can just PM me. Okay? So, let us end this meeting na. Okay? So, thank you everyone.
Okay, thank you so much for attending this